welcome. I do not have an intro, but I have kept my promise and returned to one of our ongoing series. Finally, there's been so many one-off idea kind of builds now that I just want to go into our series and progress things. And so here we are in our base game challenge zoo, which is a zoo in which we're only building using the base game pieces, and the goal is to build for all of the base game animals. And we are back with our bear trail, which is just a build that includes all the bears that are in the base game, and we're building for the panda. This is kind of gonna go into sort of an Asian section, which I didn't really plan, but I wanted to have this very theme parkish almost way of having an Asian looking build here, which is absolutely not accurate. It's really just what a zoo would do on a medium budget, you know what I mean? So that's what I wanted, and I guess that's also what I got. And something I really, really wanted to do with this though was to have a tea house in the middle, and I'm aware that this is it's probably been done before. It's not an out of the I don't know, not a crazy idea, you know? But I still think it's fun, and it's a nice kind of focal point for this. And we are not building the actual habitat in this speed build. That will be the next one. But I wanted to build this little tea house thing. We're also doing the interior for it, which I thought would take longer than it actually did. But yeah, I didn't really know that before, and it would have definitely been too long to have the house thing and the panda exhibit in one, because the exhibit is huge. So that you will see in the next video. And I kind of noticed that if I split things up more, even though it's kind of weird because you can't really, do it all, I feel like my motivation to be detailed is higher when I know that it's a shorter video, because I feel I don't know, I mean, it's stupid because in the end result, obviously the detail is make or break it, but I feel with the speed builds, I'm I have to cut it out anyway, so why would I do it? Which is so dumb, because it's not about showing it in a speed build, it's about the finished product, but I always feel it's wasted to do details when I can't put them in, which is so dumb. But yeah, I mean, it's still a thought that I'm sometimes having with this, so I kind of like splitting it up more, but if you say that's annoying, I can kind of stop that, or make the videos longer, but I prefer shorter ones. But I'm making a custom fence right now, and I was kind of struggling around, didn't really know what I wanted with the fence, but I think I've ended up on a good one that, however, isn't very safe, but you will see that in the real-time part. And oh my god, I had to record the real-time part this time before the voiceover, which I never do. I always do the voiceover and then I record the real-time part, because I'm always okay, you probably forget to say certain things, but yeah, I had to do it because I wanted to continue to build. I just wanted to have it record it and then continue working on the panda exhibit, which is not done yet, but I wanted to do it, and so I recorded the real-time part before this voiceover. So if there's information missing, that's why. I'm on the edge of my seat because I changed something about my routine. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's not something that has never been done before. And it's certainly something that we all know you can do with the base game, because the base game actually has a good amount of East Asian pieces, which I betcha when they made this game and then realized how well the DLCs sell, they kind of I bet they were we could have done that as a in a DLC, these feel very DLC pieces, if you know what I mean. So But yeah, I'm glad that we have them because a lot of these pieces are actually very versatile because they're recolorable. Like these bright red pieces, they're all recolorable. And I use them all the time for other things. I don't think I've ever used them in the actual like East Asian style that they're supposed to come in. But yeah, I did today. And so you see me now do the interior with that, and I'm pretty sure that I will talk about why it is sort of modern in the real-time part. But yeah, basically this isn't an Asian zoo. This is not an old Asian tea house. This is just like, you know, a food shop in a zoo, you know? So certain modernness is okay. Obviously we don't have tea, by the way. This is a coffee stand kind of thing. And it's also one of the reasons why I still think that this zoo is fun to do, because obviously before the DLCs were there, all of the zoos were just base game zoos, but now we have a lot more things in the base game too, like the updates bring new things, like these like food stall things, you know? So it's still worth just playing with this, and it's also, I love reminding myself how amazing the base game on its own is, how absolutely not limiting it is. That being said, I was really missing these light tubes that we have in the game, but see, I found another way of creating that like indirect lighting thing. I love doing that. I'm so excited to get back into the theme park build because that has a lot of these, the light, and the light is so beautiful in that. And yeah, so one thing that we're changing later on, or it's probably the next thing that we're doing in the next kind of clip there, we're taking down those walls because I realized, you know, this is like the perfect view of the panda exhibit and you're inside and you don't see anything, there's no windows. So I decided to kind of do these like half walls kind of thing that, you know, we did in The Sims, that we have in The Sims. And I don't think I've ever seen a half wall in real life, but whatever. So I think they kind of have a cool height because, you know, the other people walking around can't really like look at your table, but you can look out if you want to. And it just feels more open. It also looks more interesting if you look at it from afar, which you will do because this is the central, like a focal point. Central? Focal? I don't know. I just had a not a native speaker hiccup here. But anyway, whatever. You know, it's the thing you look at when you look at the exhibit. Yeah. Okay, I don't know, I can't overdo this because if I talk too long, then I will talk over the existing thing from the real-time part. So enjoy a couple of seconds of music and I see you in the real-time part. Ooh, this is so weird. I never do the real-time part before the actual voiceover of the speed build, but I'm so excited to continue building that I just had to. I just have to do it now so that I can just go on and continue building for the pandas. So welcome to the little tea house that I'm going to show you in this quick little walkthrough. I suppose I have talked about it in the speed build a bit, but I'm just gonna give you a fly around it, show you everything from all the angles. It is on this like rock pillar, and obviously you're going to be able to see it from here, which I really like. And then we are going to build a bit of an Asian section over here. It will be very small. I really only have one other animal in mind. I will check the list of base game animals, maybe another one. But really only have one other in mind that I'm going to be putting over here. But yeah, let's actually go here, which is right where we are exploring a little tea house here. So I added a sign that says tea house. I wasn't really happy with any of these fonts, but now looking at it again, I think it's okay. So yeah, you can see that I actually put these walls down a bit because it didn't make sense for me to. I felt like it was weird to have this like prime view of every angle of this exhibit and then not use it. So now when you come in, you see this little bar, which is obviously supposed to be a tea bar, but it's the coffee because we don't have tea in Planet Zoo. You can sit here and just like, you know, look out but still be sort of private-ish from the people that are walking about for just the pandas and they're not sitting down to get some tea. So that was kind of the idea of these like semi-walls here. And yeah, so this bar situation here, I wanted it to be kind of modern, and the same goes actually for the tables. Not so much with their modernness, but with the fact that they're not like on the ground like an actual tea house, because I feel like this is not an old Asian tea house. This is a zoo that is built probably somewhere in a Western country that just has an Asian area. So it is modern, just made to look old. And I kind of thought that something like this would reflect it. And there's like indirect lighting, which looks really nice. I really like doing that, especially for any type of restaurant, drink shop, whatever situation. I like this indirect lighting. I always think it looks so clean and just like chic and good, and very fitting for an establishment that you would hope is clean and good. I think that this is kind of dangerous. Like looking at it, obviously a child could fit for it. So yeah, but do I really want to go back and fix it on each single of these panels here? I don't know yet. So this will be indoor areas for certain animals, and that's all I'm going to say. I mean, you can think one of them is the panda, so. And yeah, obviously all of this area will get some working on. I'm also thinking maybe I want to have like something covering up this like weird section in between the path fence that I used here and the custom fence I used here. So maybe I will do some pillar or like a gate or something here. But yeah, I guess that's all actually. So this was a quick little one, and I'm really excited to obviously right now continue building on the panda exhibit, and that will be the next video that comes out after it probably. So I won't really keep you waiting. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're excited for the next one, and I hope to see you around another time. Bye!